How many anal scenes have you done?
I've done three anal scenes, and my fourth one is gonna be next week or something like that, like sometime next week, I think. And I like anal in my personal life, like with like the right dick, but I feel like on camera, like there's so much more pressure. Like I don't know how to describe it. Like I've never been nervous to have regular sex on camera, but with anal, it's so much more like, oh, like there's so much preparation that goes into it, you know. And it's like I don't know, like it's a lot more scary. So it's like I've been trying to just be able to relax and enjoy and remind myself like you like this, like this is fun, like this isn't scary. So don't be so like nervous going into it. So it kind of reminds.
Are you nervous because you're afraid that there might be like a little bit of a mess?
Yes, I'm afraid there's going to be a mess. I'm afraid, like, what if sometimes it's like the dick might be too big and it might hurt or something? Like, I heard one time someone said something to me like, when you do anal with a porn dick, it's like a plunger going in there and just like pulling everything out. And I was like, that scared me so bad. I was like, oh my God. Like, because with regular dicks in normal life, they're not that big, you know, so they're not like digging inside of you that crazy. So yeah, it kind of scared me a little bit when that person told me that, and I was like, okay, I better be careful. But yeah, like I go through like a really strenuous prep process to make sure that everything's good down there.
So tell us a little bit about your process, because not everybody knows that like porn stars have their own very specific way of preparing for an anal scene.
You know, I'm still trying to find out the best way that works for me, because I've heard a lot of different things from people like, oh, don't eat the night before. And then some people say like, you can eat, like just don't like eat anything crazy or like stuff like that. So I personally found that the best thing is when you're able to use the bathroom right in the morning before the scene, because then that way you like clean everything out before, like then you don't have to worry about anything else coming out later. And then still like obviously enema and stuff like that. With the water in it, not with the enema solution, because I heard some people didn't know that as well. Like you have to take out the water, otherwise it's like it's the opposite of what you want to happen is going to happen. Like it's going to be even more messy. So it's like
wait, hold on, explain that, because I actually didn't know that. I know that a lot of times with douche, girls take the water out. I mean, yeah, the solution out, just because like they do it so often that it throws their pH balance off. But with enemas, I wasn't aware that you would switch the solution for water.
Yeah, I definitely do water instead, because it was my understanding, maybe I'm wrong, but it's my understanding that if you use the solution, it makes you like shit a bunch. Like it makes it like
it like stimulates your yeah, that makes sense.
So I was like, yeah, I don't want that to happen. I've heard some horror stories, dude. I've heard some crazy things from people. So I'm just like, I think that also scares me so much too. Being in the industry, you hear so many stories on set of like, oh, this happened to this girl. And I'm like, I don't want to be that girl that people are telling the stories about. Like,
everybody, yeah, every producer I know, including myself, has some kind of like shit story.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I mean, to be honest, like we all, you know, we've been doing this for a long time. We understand that we're putting the human body through a lot doing these scenes. And it's not something that really, I never get fazed by it. I never like have been like, oh my God, that's so disgusting. That girl like can't control her poop. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, come on. Like we're asking you guys to do some pretty crazy shit, no pun intended. So, you know, it's understandable that sometimes like it doesn't go exactly perfectly. And it's kind of like, and I feel like a lot of the male porn stars feel the same too. Like they've all been pooped on a little bit at some point, and they're just like, you know, you just wipe it up and you just keep going. And